Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Vs. Today we are at the next topic, that is the knight versus pawns, and we have got a game example today. This is a position between two great players, Nimzovitsch White and Rubinstein Black. A look at the position and we can say that although White is a piece of, things aren't looking very easy for White because his king is far away from the area where the game is actually going. And as we know that when the pawns reduce from the board, the task of drawing becomes easier for the side who is defending. Now Black is a piece down here, all he wants is the trade of these two pawns and he will be able to secure a draw. Of course, Nimzovitsch identified that his position is winning because all he has to do is stop the move f6, and for that he needs to control or support the e5 and the f6 squares both. But the method of doing that went wrong in the game. Nimzovitsch started with the move nd3, which is very natural because he wants to do after kg4, knight is heading to c5, and as soon as king goes to f5, he goes with the move knight to d7, and we see that here Black cannot achieve anything even after f6, ef6. Idea was knight f6 then ke5. So kg6 stopping f7, but now the white king comes, and by the time the king attacks the knight, let's say kf7, kc5, ke8, white can support the knight or he can also go with the move knight e5. When d7, e7 and f7, all the three squares are guarded by knight and pawn, and white will win that position. Thus his idea with nd3 looks pretty sensible, but the problem was Rubinstein spotted the move f6, simply forcing the trade of pawns. After e into f6, kf6, king b4. Now king is coming closer to the pawn. Black has king g5, again attacking the pawn on g4, and now knight f2 necessary because after knight e5 there is just king f4. And it looks like white will be able to get his king closer and win the game. But here comes e5. After kc4 comes the simple e4, and we realize that now there is nothing in the game because e3 is threatened. When knight moves and g4 is lost, and after the only move kd4 which can stop e3, Black has got the simple king f4. Of course, while playing nd3, Nimzovitsch must have underestimated the idea e5 e4 when it looks like king was arriving on time. But now the problem is there is no defense to e3, and game ended in a draw over here because knight moves then g4 is instantly lost and white king cannot do anything on its own here. So after knight e4 also king g4 and the game would be drawn. Now let's see what could have been the best course for white to convert the game. The right move was, of course, idea is to stop f6, but the right move was here to improve the king position first. So the move king b4, b5 or b3, all the three serve the same purpose. Now the point is, if f6 is played, then after ef, kf6 we see that the white king is closer in the same position. We will see that the king will reach the e4 square. So after f6, ef, kf6, kc4, ke5, there will be kd3. When after kf4 there is king e2, and white will be able to win the game. So Black would play king f4, and now after king f4, first we have to protect e5. So nd3 check, king takes g4, knight c5, king f5, and the knight reaches d7 on time, and white will be able to win the game. And after the move nd3 check, Black can attack the knight with the move ke4, but white has the move kc4 now. Because of his first move kb4, he is able to protect the knight on d3, and white will win the game. Of course, such positions we can say that are complicated in nature. Even sometimes very strong players can go wrong either in their judgment or in pointing out a precise calculative part in it. I hope you are finding these lessons useful. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.